So, as a marketer and media buyer, I always been very challenged by how you can live a spiritual life while pushing sometimes stuff that you don't think it's not exactly spiritual, but you have to do it. And that's been a big struggle all my life. And I'd say even more importantly in the last few years where I ended up being on my own. I always been a big I've been the biggest meditation buff for over 15 years. I got my first awakening in 2008 and with this book, in fact. So I'm just going to tell you a bit more about like how to surrender in this job. Seeing client leaves anytime, seeing people saying no as it must when you're outreaching to get more clients. People say no often or say yes a day and then the other day they leave or there's not any other reasons. So you have to be able to surrender. And surrender is pretty much the name of the game if you want to have a happy life. So the first book that I read that really changed my life is Eckhart. Is it? A New Earth. This was my. It's not his first book. Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle. It's not his first book, but it's certainly one of the most. I guess it's his most recent, but it's certainly one of the best book out there. Like I probably read it like once a week, sometimes even once a day. It's just that I have a ton of other good readings that I have to go through. Now I also have the power of now. Honestly, power of now is like for someone who's just starting out. I think it's covers most of everything. A new Earth just speaks to like it projects how the future could be on this Earth. So I feel it's more like where are we heading to in the new Earth. So and it's really simple and it's profoundly an amazing book. There I have like I bought many copies over the years. Like every time I move from one house to another, I always give copies to other people that who just like spend sometimes here. And I just in general just have a couple different books that I buy over and over again. So Power of Now and like every Eckhart Tolle books, even though there's only two, they are great. I can't like it's so important. I think we I rarely have a day without like refreshing my soul with such with wisdom from the ages. So the other good book that I happen to not have read that much in the last few years, but I remember this made a big was a big probably his best book, I believe. David R. Hawking. He's dead already. I think he passed away in 2000, like 10 years ago. And the letting go is pretty much what it said. Like it says, the pathway to surrender. That's the title of the book. But in the end, like it's a solid. I think most people that are interested in spirituality should check it out. But in the last year, I really was like blown away by another one that I've seen for years, but I just never thought. Um, I never figured how important her work was, and she called it the work. It's Byron Katie. Byron Katie. Yeah, on her website, the work. It took me a long, very, very long time. Like I remember watching her videos from time to time. I never understood what she was about. Like, it took me last year watching a podcast between her and Oprah that I figured, hey, I should have, I should check her out. And she's now one of my like like I've read all her books, and my favorite is a thousand name for joy, and it's also about acceptance and like in your day to day life. Like it's it's like Eckhart Tolle, but on a boosted with a real wife, that the real woman that went through everything. Okay, she spent like she's been blind. She's lost kids. She's been a mother. She like her husband like there's all kind of things that happened in her life, and she lost her business, multi-million dollar business. She found another way of making it happen. Like, she's really in a place where she's a total surrender, and it's the most magnificent, like glorious woman. So Byron Katie, A Thousand Names for Joy is my go to book currently. But you can see like you um can learn more about like what she does on the page, like the work. That's what she called. So that's it. Thank you.